bought my first house at the age of 26 in Japan. Social life, dating, extracurricular activity impact the value of a property. My two brothers and I were born as triplets. My family did not come from a lot. Working at Costco food court, I quit my job and handed in my 2-week notice. Tired of the house prices, living costs in the West. Hi everyone, this is Ryan Tran, and I bought my first house at the age of 26 in Japan. Here's my story. So I grew up in a typical Chinese, Vietnamese, Asian American family household where my family did not come from a lot. When immigrating during war times from Asia to America, my family lost everything. And I'm sure if you guys are watching, you guys have family, relatives that endured hardships through the wars. I know you guys can relate with my family's story and upbringing. And growing up from not a lot, I've had my fair share of working in the fast food services industry jobs as well. Here's actually a video of me working at Costco food court. And memory mine, I'll never forget. I also worked for Starbucks as well. That was just the formative years of my life, and I just want to share this with all you guys, as I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate with my upbringing of growing up with not a lot, coming from nothing. That's why I want to share with you guys how I did it, and you can too. So I grew up in a family with 4 boys, but it's not just 4 boys. The first 3 born, my 2 brothers and I, were born as triplets. So you can imagine my mother, who's very small in stature, as a 4'11" Asian American woman. She has such a hard time bearing all 3 of us throughout her pregnancy. But by God's grace and her determination and willpower, she was able to nurture us for 8 months and give birth to 3 healthy babies at one time. So following all of this, I had the opportunity to go to college on government grants, as my family was within the low income bracket for American family households. So through this, I was able to have the opportunity to attend university in California. And more specifically, I attended the School of University of California, Riverside. So for all you Highlanders watching, go Highlanders. So following my 4 years in university, graduating with business administration, I had the pleasure and opportunity to work in many different organizations and teams across the span of 3 years. I got to work with multi-billion-dollar organizations and even small startup businesses and get a diverse breadth of experience and skill set. And in my last organization during my professional corporate career, I attended a large cybersecurity tech conference with my organization's team, and I had the pleasure and opportunity to speak with a multitude of successful business owners, CEOs, executives who ran multi-million-dollar organizations. And it was just so inspiring hearing their story, how they saw the same drive I had within them when they started. And they really gave me a lot of advice and insight. So when this conference ended, I really took a step back and looked at what did I want for my life. So I decided I wanted to start my own business, and I quit my job that very following week and handed in my 2-week notice. And taking this leap of faith, through God's grace, I was able to build up a business consulting firm that made over $10K plus per month. Following this, I had the privilege and honor to work with the kindest, most gracious, most loving clients on a very special project recently, leading up to why I'm starting this channel. But I'll get to that later. They came to me with the idea of, what if we purchased real estate, but in Japan, and start up a business around that? And as you guys all know, if you have been watching Shumatsuo Post's channel, I have had the privilege to work and just walk through the entire process and experience of purchasing a property here in Japan as a foreigner. Before I purchased this house, my brother, Jonathan Tran, purchased his first house. Through him meeting the team of Shumatsu Post, Shu-san, if you're watching, hello. And with this, my clients signed underway, and I've had the privilege of helping them over the past couple of months of moving toward this direction of starting a business, purchasing multiple Japanese akiya real estate as foreigners. And it's just an exciting project. I actually conducted an interview with them and will be sharing it on the channel here as well. So following all of this, this is why I'm actually starting the channel. If you feel like you're tired of the astronomical living costs, the skyrocketing house prices in the West, and you feel like you'll never be able to buy a house or real estate property at your current age or ever, then I suggest you stick around on this channel and learn more about how you can buy your own house and real estate here in Japan as a foreigner. So on this channel, I will be teaching you and educating you on how to determine what is a valuable property, a good property, and property that you should look out for. That would not be a good investment. But I will not just be covering what makes a good investment property on this channel. I will also be diving deep into the nuances of how social life, dating, and any extracurricular activities found in these areas all impact and contribute to the valuation of a investment property. I know no one has done this in the past, documenting all these different facets, and that's why I want to make it a mission to do so on this channel. As a young 26-year-old living here in Japan as a foreigner who is dating, there's just so many variables that contribute to the overall lifestyle, happiness, and just value as an individual living here in Japan that goes far beyond just the financial real estate investment purposes that people just only share. So that's why I want to also touch base and elaborate all of these different variables to you guys on this channel. So if you guys are tired of where you are currently in your life, the astronomical skyrocketing house prices in today's time in the West, I implore you guys to stick around on this channel, subscribe, leave a like on this video as well. That will really help the channel, and comment down below, what are you guys facing in today's astronomical market in the West? I would love to hear each one of your guys' story, and let's just build a community here where we're all looking for the solution together of how to solve this problem. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Ryan Tran, your favorite Japanese foreign real estate investor from the US. Signing out, God bless, and keep moving forward.
I'm walking on this winding path. I took some wrong turns in the past. I'll lift myself